everyone, this is Movie Man JLK back with another episode starring the rv-7, the brand new Horizon Hobby rv-7. Nice little plane. The video today is going to be putting the Super Cub floats and making the rv-7 a float plane, which I've never seen it done. I saw one picture of one guy that had these floats on, but no videos. I looked everywhere on YouTube. There's no videos on how to put floats on this plane. Now there are some of you out there that only have a runway for water, and you'd like to have a cool plane like this to fly, but it didn't come with floats. So I'm going to show you how to make these floats fit on this plane just like factory. So let's go. I wanted to show you what comes in this float kit. This is the one that fits for this plane. It's the perfect size. It's not too big or too small. So I'll show you. Okay, so what comes with this plane is you have the float struts, you have the float side-by-side pieces that hold it for stability. We're not going to be using this because this is not for this plane. And here is the floats. Right there. Very nicely made floats. I actually have this on my J3 clip-wing Cub. I actually custom painted them, but these really do really nice. They're very lightweight, very durable with the plastic at the bottom here. Just makes them really nice float, and they're not too expensive either. So just give you a quick look around at what these things look like and the size. So there you have it. It also comes with the main bracket that goes on the bottom of the plane that fits in. You cut out some slots for it underneath the plane, and then you hot glue it to the belly of the plane so the back strut can go into the underneath bottom of the plane. And it comes with all the nice screws. Step 1 is to remove the wheel shoes. We're actually going to use the original landing gear piece that has the metal rod that comes out to hold the wheel on to hold the front part of the floats. So what we're going to do is take the little wheel cover off and take the wheels off so it can mount to the floats. Alright, so we got the wheels off. It's just the two screws that are here and here, both Phillips. They're very small, so you gotta use a small screwdriver, and that holds the wheel, as they call it, a wheel shoe. It comes off and slides off with the wheels, as you can see right here. So they came off pretty easy. Now it's time to mount the floats on. Alright, so the first step of customizing these floats is this rod right here is a lot thicker than the rods that supposed to fit in the floats. So as you can see the float holes are a little smaller. So to fix that, I got a drill that's the same size as the landing gear rod. So what I did was, to get precise, is I used one of these and fit it exactly perfect, and then go to the drill and fit exactly perfect to the drill, which it came out to be 3.4 millimeters. So now it's just the process of drilling the front. Now this is in the front of the plane. The first hole, not the second one, the first one. You want these to kick a little back, not too much forward. So I'm going to be drilling out the front hole here to make it a little larger so it can slide through no problem, and then I put my screw in. Alright, so as you can see, the one hole is a lot bigger than the other. That is where this rod will slide perfectly into that. Now, a note I want to make is always make sure you drill on the side where there's the little indent. As you can see where the float rods are supposed to sit. So you drill from this side to here. You might have to come out a little bit further so this rod doesn't stop on the foam, so it gives it more clearance. So let's try it out. Voila. Yes. As you can see how it comes out all the way. So I'll be putting my screw in there, tightening that. Fits right on there, just like factory. Alright, so I ended up taking the landing gear actually off to assemble the floats, because you got to put one side in first, then the other. And I have it exactly where I want it to be adjusted. And now we're going to fit it on. Nice. Fits like a glove. Okay, so now that we have it in place, come over here and we get it exactly where we want it to be. Let's say a little forward, a little back. It's gonna have to be some slight adjustments, but you're gonna want to take this right where you want it to be towards center. You push down and mark the foam, so you actually have a little mark here, and that is where this bracket comes in. So we're going to put the bracket like this, and we're going to mount it exactly where this is to that mark, and then we're going to hot glue it into the body, which is actually, it ended up being in a perfect spot. It's on a real, this is like the core part, very strong part of the plane, instead of it being like over here. So we're going to mount this in here, and ran into a slight technical difficulty that wasn't so bad, but I had to make a spacer for the floats to make it sit equal to the plane. Instead of it sitting too far down in the back, it sits more level. So I actually had an extra one of these brackets around, so I used two of them. I used the first one to sit flush right where it would normally, you'd have to cut it out. It just sits flush there, and then I mounted one on the bottom. Now for support, I put 4 screws through the top that actually, let's get clear here, that actually go into the bracket themselves. So it's actually screwed into the base of the plane, which is actually pretty strong. So you can see I lined them up and hot glued the 2 pieces together just to give them stability better. I used the hot glue I use is really, it's actually made by Gorilla Glue, strong hot glue stuff. I've never had it come apart on me, so I used up a whole lot here. I'm gonna wrap it and make it look a lot nicer, but yeah, I think it's gonna come out really good. Thanks everyone for watching. Finally established some floats on the plane. Had some minor setbacks, but ain't nothing I couldn't accomplish. Help from the Lord, of course. But there you have it, float kit. And it's actually a perfect angle. It's not too far back and it's not too far forward. But yeah, it turned out almost looks exactly like factory would have. Now I know you probably do some better mounting at the bottom here with this bracket. There's a lot of guys that have 3D printer stuff, and they can probably do a whole lot better in making an adapter. But for what I had, this does pretty good. I might trim it, make it look a little better, but for now it's set for flight. I'll be coming out with a video of this flying over the creek here shortly. Thanks all for watching, and hopefully this helps you to be able to get creative and put floats on your plane as well. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and may God bless you all. Take care.